Hey, Kelly, how are you? Oh, I'm quite well. Thank you ever so much for inquiring. And how do you fare, Amanda?
Seriously, that's hilarious.
Did I say something strange?
No, don't worry about it.
Very well.
Anyway, tomorrow's the big day, the wedding we've all been waiting for. Congrats, Kelly.
Thank you very much. I'm not very polished, but I plan to live a life that won't bring shame to your family.
Oh my gosh, seriously?
Excuse me?
I mean, who actually says that in real life? I've never heard anyone say it before.
I see.
You know, you're kind of out of touch with the world. Honestly, it's a bit concerning. I mean, you're even talking to me, your soon-to-be sister-in-law, so formally. And come on, you're still using that posh, old-fashioned way of speaking. It's so funny. Are you doing it on purpose? Are you deliberately using odd speech just to play up that heiress character?
I'm not doing it intentionally. It's just how I've always spoken. Is it that odd?
Totally. You don't realize people look at you weirdly, do you? I'm sure Aaron's having a hard time with it, so could you tone it down a bit?
I apologize. I do try to switch to a more casual way of speaking when I'm outside or with others. However, this way of speaking is also connected to my job, so it's difficult for me to completely change it. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, you work online, right? Isn't that more of a hobby?
It's not a hobby. I know people often think working online is like playing around, but I take it seriously and work hard at it.
Yeah, sure. Look, I know influencers can make money. I've heard all about it. But it's only a tiny percentage of people who actually succeed, right? Most people give up because they don't make much money.
Well, I do earn a living from my online work.
Oh, really? So you're making a decent amount then? But to be honest, when I hear someone makes money online, I can't help but think it's a little shady. And you've never worked for a real company, have you? That's just not normal. It's kind of weird, you know? I think you should realize that you're a bit different.
I see. Perhaps you're right. There aren't many people making a living online, so it's understandable you think that way.
Exactly. But don't worry, I've got a surprise planned for you tomorrow, so you'll feel closer to us family.
Oh dear, you're planning something to shock me? But what kind of surprise are you talking about?
Come on, I'm not going to spoil it. If I told you, it wouldn't be a surprise anymore. Just trust me, it's going to be hilarious, and everyone's going to love it.
All right then, I'll look forward to it. Amanda, might I inquire if you bear some sort of grudge against me? I never imagined I'd be humiliated like that on such a special day.
Woohoo! Mission accomplished!
If there was something I did wrong, you could have just told me directly instead of doing something so awful. Throwing a cake in my face out of nowhere?
Your reaction was priceless.
This is no laughing matter. But thanks to you, I was covered in cream, and the reception was ruined. Why? Why would you do something like that?
Why? It was a surprise, obviously.
I beg your pardon? Do you call that barbaric act a surprise?
Well, yeah. It was kind of wild, but come on. I see people doing it on TV and in movies. You're just out of touch with the world. Cake to the face surprises happen. Weren't you shocked?
It might happen on TV, but this is a wedding. It's completely inappropriate. The guests were all confused, and the only ones laughing were your family.
Oh, come on. I'm sure everyone secretly enjoyed it. You're getting so mad. This is exactly why you're so out of touch. So, how did that surprise cake taste? We're family now, so you'll just have to deal with stuff like this.
I shall ensure that you rue this day for the entirety of your life.
What?
Kelly, where are you?
I'm in the dressing room. My wedding dress is covered in cream, so I had to change.
Oh, I was worried since you suddenly disappeared from the venue, but you're just changing. Are you okay? You didn't get hurt, did you?
No injuries, but my heart is deeply wounded.
I can't imagine. Anyone would feel down after what happened at their wedding. I'll wait until you're done changing.
I'm sorry for making you worry. I'll be done soon.
Seriously, what the heck is wrong with them? Your husband and sister are the worst. Throwing a cake at you at your wedding, and right in your face. The whole place was in chaos.
I was dumbfounded and angry too. I was ready to get married, but now I just want a divorce. The moment I have been looking forward to the most in my life was turned into a joke. I'm so furious, I can barely contain it.
It's unbelievable. We have to get back at them.
Huh?
I recorded the whole wedding. Leave it to me. People like that need to be put in their place, or they'll just keep hurting others.
They probably thought it was just a prank like they see on TV. Maybe it's funny to them on video, but it's not funny for the person on the receiving end.
It's not funny at all. A proper prank has a script and some level of consent.
Really?
Pranks are supposed to surprise and shock someone, but if the person being pranked has no clue, it's just bullying. A truly good prank makes both the audience and the person being pranked laugh and enjoy it. For that, you need proper planning and preparation, like giving the person a subtle hint beforehand or making sure their reaction doesn't go too far. Also, the crew and everyone involved should know the plan to make sure no accidents happen, and creating an atmosphere where the person kind of suspects it might be a prank is key. That way it's balanced, and everyone, including the audience, can have fun.
I see. So even with pranks, there needs to be some consideration for the person being pranked.
Exactly. If it's just a sneak attack, it's nothing but harassment or an act of malice. Even the viewers would feel uncomfortable. The success of a prank depends on whether the person pranked can say, "Wow, I got played, but that was fun," afterward. If not, it's a failure.
When you put it that way, this so-called surprise was clearly a failure. Amanda and her crew didn't consider any of that.
Exactly. It was poorly planned, just meant to embarrass you. No one found it funny. In fact, it only made people angry.
Professional pranksters really are something else, huh? They put thought into it and create something truly entertaining. If it weren't for you, I never would have started working with videos. I wouldn't have been able to live my life as myself like I do now.
Hey, it's because the two of us teamed up that we're successful. Don't act like it's all my doing.
I'm really grateful to you, Sarah, but I want to hold off on revenge for a bit longer.
Hold off? You're not seriously thinking of doing nothing, are you?
No, I'm not. What they did is unforgivable. But I did once intend to become part of their family. That's why, if possible, I'd like to part ways peacefully. I have no family left, and there's a chance Amanda acted on her own.
I see. You're right. Coming at them aggressively might not end well. But don't forget, if you ever need help, I've got your back.
You're so immature, Kelly. Getting mad over a little surprise? Seriously?
How could I not be angry after being treated so horribly? My wedding, the dress I was so excited for, everything was ruined.
Come on now. Aaron already said you can have a redo wedding.
A redo? What do you mean?
You started talking about divorcing him, and that's what caused this whole mess. I mean, divorcing over something like that? You're being so dramatic. You're so immature. And just because you didn't like the surprise, you're throwing a tantrum.
Do you feel no remorse, Amanda? You still insist that it was just a surprise.
I was just trying to help you fit into this family, you know. You're so naive and sheltered, so I gave you a proper welcome, our style. Aaron was totally into it too. Said it was training you.
Training me?
Yeah, you speak so weirdly. People in the family are starting to look at you funny. I know you try to tone it down during family gatherings, but around my parents, you're still talking like that. Mom even started wondering if you were challenged or something. So to prove you're not, we came up with this surprise to help you loosen up.
So your family and even Aaron were just enjoying making a fool of me?
You're making it sound so bad. Sure, we laughed at you, but it's all in good fun. We're family now, right? It's like no boundaries anymore. And you know, a wife's job is to obey her in-laws, no question asked. You're like the perfect little servant we never knew we needed.
Servant? I see now. You never considered me family at all.
Well, technically you're family, but more like a servant, you know. It's your role to serve us. And honestly, the way you talk is super creepy. So we don't really want to think of you as family. I mean, you're still talking like that even now. Drop that I'm from a noble family act already. It's embarrassing at your age.
I understand perfectly now. It seems I don't need to hold back against you people who don't even see me as family.
What are you even talking about? Are you seriously mentally ill? Do you actually think you're some kind of princess? That would be hilarious. You're just a regular person, you know. An ordinary woman with ordinary limits, so get real.
I am very much aware of reality. The reality that my lifelong partner and his family threw a cake in my face, and I am now seriously considering divorce.
That's what's wrong. Just stay married. Otherwise, his reputation will be tainted. We're doing you a favor by taking in a clueless leftover woman like you, so what's your problem?
Everything is a problem. I don't love him anymore. I won't forgive you for ruining my special day, and if your family was in on it, I'll take you all down together. I hope you lose everything in your life. I'll destroy your family's company too.
What? You're going to take down my family and our company? You really are crazy, aren't you? What could a regular ordinary woman like you possibly do to us? Go ahead and plot your revenge in your little fantasy world. You've got to be kidding me, Kelly.
What seems to be the problem?
You sent me a bill for the dress cleaning and the wedding expenses. Why am I getting something like this?
Oh, what's so surprising about that? You're the one who ruined the dress and caused the wedding to be called off, so it's only natural I'd ask you to cover the costs.
But the amount is way too high. Just because Aaron and I are the heirs to the company doesn't mean you can rip me off like this. You were just trying to marry him for money, weren't you? How low can you get?
The amount was calculated by a lawyer and is entirely reasonable, so there's nothing unfair about it. Please, make the payment.
What are you talking about? There's no way you hired a lawyer that quickly.
I asked the one who used to be the legal advisor for my father's company, so I didn't have to waste time searching for one.
Wait, company? What are you talking about? You're just a regular person.
Oh, I apologize. My parents were the owners of a major company. They both passed away in an accident, and the company has since gone to someone else.
Wait, you were a founder and CEO's daughter?
Yes, I even worked there from time to time. Thanks to that, I still have a few connections. The lawyer also has always looked out for me, so he agreed to take on this matter. I've already sent a file to your home. I've included photo evidence as well, so you can't deny it. Please make sure to check.
What the heck is going on?
What now?
My mom and dad are freaking out, screaming at me like crazy. This isn't my fault. If you're fighting with Aaron, then talk to him. Why are you sending the bill to me? It makes no sense.
He was involved, yes, but I've decided to divorce him since I can't stay with someone who thinks throwing a cake in his bride's face is an acceptable surprise. I'm already charging him for alimony. However, I can't rest until I take you down, the true cause of this disaster. I will never forgive you for ruining my wedding. I'm going to make sure no one else becomes your victim. Brace yourself.
I can't pay this. There's no way I can afford such a huge amount. Will apologizing make it better? I'm sorry. Please, just let me off.
So you're asking for a reduction in the bill?
Of course. I don't even want to pay it at all.
Very well, I will reduce the amount.
Really? Yay.
However, there are conditions. You'll need to agree to them.
What conditions?
I will bring you the paperwork later. If you sign it, I would consider reducing the amount.
I don't really get it, but just bring me the paperwork already.
Understood.
I can't believe this. What a wicked woman you are. You are truly the worst. What was that? Some kind of payback for the surprise?
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. You uploaded your wedding video online without my consent. This is a violation of privacy. I'm going to sue you.
Excuse me? Without consent?
A popular YouTube channel posted the video from the wedding. Now people have figured out who we are, and my house and my parents' house are getting bombarded with complaint calls. They're even throwing cakes at our door. This is harassment.
If you're being harassed, please contact the police. There's nothing I can do about that. Besides, the video had blurring to protect your identity. It would be hard to claim a privacy violation with that.
Shut up! This is happening because you posted that video online. You owe me damages.
Didn't you sign the agreement?
Huh?
You signed it when we agreed to reduce the bill. It was a consent form allowing me to post the video online with the necessary privacy protections.
That was for you to post it, but I didn't agree to it being sold to some big YouTube channel. That's a violation.
No, there was no violation.
Come on!
I'm the one who uploaded the video, and the channel you're talking about? It's one I started with a friend.
What? Wait a second, I'm lost.
My friend Sarah and I run a video channel. Originally, it was just her, but we formed a duo and now upload videos together. The channel focuses on the contrast between the lifestyle of a so-called heiress and a regular person, and has gained some popularity.
I knew you worked online, but I had no idea you were running a huge channel with over 100,000 subscribers.
Oh, I mentioned it before, but I suppose you forgot.
Wait, you went to a normal university, didn't you? All that heiress stuff is just a lie. How can you not feel ashamed making fake videos like that?
I lost my parents and most of their wealth went to my relatives, so I couldn't afford a private university and had to take out loans for my education. But my way of speaking always made me stand out, so I couldn't make friends there. That's when Sarah reached out to me and invited me to join her in making videos. Over time, my heiress persona became part of my identity. It helped me embrace who I am, and I owe my confidence and success to Sarah and our video work. And now, thanks to our videos, I earn a comfortable income. So I wouldn't say I'm a fake heiress.
But posting a wedding video is way out of line. It's too much.
Aren't you the one being out of line? People don't normally get this kind of backlash from a wedding video. Besides, as someone who makes a living from vlogging, I know how to protect identities when I post. If you were still identified, maybe it's because you posted your own videos too?
Well, yes, but it's not like my videos reach 1 million people like yours.
People can be identified from the smallest details. You even mentioned your dancing skills during your wedding speech. It's common sense to make sure no one can identify you when posting online. Honestly, you're the one who seems out of touch with reality.
Don't mess with me. What you're doing is criminal, you fraud. Kelly, please help me. If this keeps up, I'm going to have a breakdown. Ever since the wedding video was posted, the calls are not just coming to my house, but also to my parents' company. The phones won't stop ringing, and it's disrupting their business. On top of that, strange rumors are spreading, and some business partners are talking about canceling deals. If this keeps up, the business will go under. Please do something.
I understand. I will make sure to publicly acknowledge your apology in the video. However, the situation has escalated beyond what I can personally control. Even I didn't anticipate it would blow up this much.
You have to do something. Do you want me to get down on my knees and beg?
The video editing is handled by Sarah, so if it's urgent, please contact her. I have permission to share her contact info.
Really? Then please give it to me quickly. Take the video down immediately.
Huh? Who is this?
It's Amanda, Kelly's sister-in-law.
Oh, Amanda. You're getting in touch quickly, I see.
Kelly told me you're managing the channel. Please take the video down right now. I can't live a normal life like this.
I've heard the whole story from her. It seems like a different version of the wedding video is circulating now. One without the blurring. That makes it easy for people to identify you.
Do something! Even though I've apologized, no one believes me.
Is that the way you ask someone for help?
Please, I'm begging you. Just make it stop.
Even if you beg, there's nothing more I can do.
Why not?
The video has already been taken down, and I posted a message saying there was an apology. If things haven't settled down by now, maybe it's because of how you've acted all this time?
What are you talking about? I've never done anything to make people hate me this much.
Oh, really? Then what's all this written on this website?
What? This is unbelievable. I didn't know there was an article like this online.
It really explains why so many people have a grudge against you, doesn't it?
It's all lies. Lies! That stuff about me bullying is fake. Those photos and videos are doctored.
Is that so? The photos and videos look like you. And to be honest, even from a professional standpoint, it doesn't look altered at all. They aren't fake. They're real. And frankly, I feel sorry for the victims.
That was just a joke. It was harmless fun. Stuff like that happens in school all the time.
You might see it that way, but the people on the receiving end clearly held a grudge. I already thought anyone who could smash a cake in someone's face wasn't quite right, but you're really a piece of work. You ruined a wedding like it was some sort of game, and with that attitude, it's no wonder you can betray people without a second thought. Like parent, like child.
What?
Didn't your parents' company get caught for some shady business? What was it, tax evasion and extortion? There's quite a bit of information about that online now, too. Former employees are posting all sorts of things. They're claiming they were laid off unfairly. Your whole family's going down.
No, that's not true. Please believe me, it's not true. Stop it already. What's the point of dragging my family into this? Making a spectacle of us. How is that fun for you or anyone else? I keep telling you we didn't do anything, but why won't anyone believe me?
This is all about your character. And let's not forget, you made a spectacle out of my best friend. Now it's your turn to be the one on display.
Please do something. I can't even go outside anymore. The moment I stepped out, someone threw eggs at me. Even the police won't help. What am I supposed to do?
This has gone beyond our control, and it's no longer just about the wedding. This is a mess of your own making. You'll have to deal with it yourself.
Sarah, you probably already know, but Amanda's parents' company has gone under.
Yeah, I heard. Considering all the shady stuff they were involved in, it's no surprise.
But the whole family has gone missing, and I'm a bit concerned. I did hold a grudge, but I never expected things to escalate this far.
Oh, Kelly, don't worry about them. Their address was leaked online, so they're not really missing. Apparently they were caught for theft. The entire family got arrested.
Oh my.
And Kelly, you don't need to feel guilty about any of this. The only reason this blew up so badly is because of their own actions. They poured gasoline on the fire themselves and played with matches. This is their own fault.
Once again, you've saved me. Thank you so much. I don't know what I would have done without you.
There you go again. I wasn't trying to save you. Besides, using our channel for this, it's not like I didn't have my own motives.
That's not true. If it weren't for you, I would have been at rock bottom.
Huh?
With the way I spoke and acted, people avoided me, and I was so lonely. I tried to fit in, but it never worked. The more I tried to change myself, the more I felt like I was denying who I truly was. It made me sink deeper into darkness.
Yeah, I remember when I first met you. You were a bit withdrawn.
Yes, I was scared to meet people, and I closed myself off. Then you invited me to start filming videos. It was my first time doing anything like that, and I was so anxious. But over time, the comments on our videos really saved me. People said the heiress character was charming and that I was a wonderful person.
Your character definitely stood out. Honestly, you ended up way more popular than me.
I'm fully aware that you have more fans than I do. For me, making videos has become my purpose in life. Meeting you and finding this passion has made you my lifesaver.
Oh, come on. Don't make it sound like I did something huge. I just had ulterior motives when I approached you.
Ulterior motives? Really?
Back then, my videos weren't really taking off. I started to get envious of people who were posting as a team. You know, I was doing everything alone. But if I just said, hey, let's make videos together, people would have probably avoided me, right? I mean, I take this seriously. It's my job. And I didn't think most people would understand that. So I reached out to you because you were kind of an outsider too. I figured if things didn't work out, I could just blame it on you not knowing any better. That's how selfish I was. But you genuinely enjoy making videos, don't you? Lately, I've been feeling so guilty about that. Even with this whole situation, part of me joined in just to atone for what I did. I'm sorry, Kelly. I'm not as good of a person as you think I am.
But you stayed by my side anyway.
Well, yeah.
Even if you had selfish motives at first, you chose to stay with me, didn't you? I love you, Sarah. Thank you for always being by my side and being my best friend.
See? It's things like that.
Did I offend you?
Of course not. I love you too, Kelly. Let's stay best friends forever.
After Amanda and her family were released from prison for theft, they returned to a life that could only be described as hellish. Their personal information had been spread everywhere, and they were sued by their victims, resulting in massive compensation claims. This forced them to take out loans from multiple sources. To repay their debts, they sold their home, and now the four of them live crammed together in a run-down apartment. None of them have been able to find stable employment, and they all work low-wage part-time jobs, barely making enough to get by. As for me, I continue making videos with Sarah, and our subscriber count keeps growing. I'm looking forward to creating even more fun content to bring smiles to our viewers' faces.